All right, so finally now I move to a dream that I had on May 17th, 2025, which is titled Kenya, Do Not Receive the Jews. Now, I have spoken here of how people tell me I'm not a prophet, which is true. And I've said so many times that I'm not a prophet. But this dream that I'm about to share called Kenya, Do Not Receive the Jews. This one, I just want you to humor me and don't receive the Jews. Start from now praying that these people don't land on this country. Because what I saw in this dream really made me angry. And I was like, this 100% sounds like our country. 100%. And so, if you don't believe anything that I say, humor me here and at least listen to this dream and then act on it by going to prayer and petitioning the Most High that these Jews don't even come to Kenya because I saw that they were here. The fourth dream followed immediately after, and I was walking in what seemed to be peri-urban streets here in Kenya. By that I mean rural, but not too rural, which means places that are rural-esque, but have good roads, fancy buildings, and are somewhat developed. Before coming to this area, I was with those women I talked about in the previous dream, and they were frustrated at how the Jews were here in Kenya, particularly in Central. They were saying they are not going to leave. What they were referring to was a court case that had been raised by the local people to get the Jews out of this country. But in the end, it was dismissed. It was ruled in the favor of the Jews staying here, particularly in Central. That's the area they really wanted. Now, if you're Kenyan, you know, and if you know, you know. The reason I had gone to that area was to preach against these Jews with all my might, my strength, my knowledge, my understanding, to tell the people not to accept them in their midst, to reject them completely until they themselves look for another place to go. I hated this dream. In this dream, there weren't many, but the ones who were here were so arrogant. They treated the local people disdainfully. They were confident that nothing would be done to remove them from the place they had decided to settle in. The Supreme Court said that they have rights, that they can seek asylum here in Kenya, and that they are refugees. So the Supreme Court was saying that they have the right to asylum, and this is a part of international rights. The right to asylum is the legal principle that allows individuals facing persecution in their home country to seek protection in another country. This right is rooted in international law and human rights principles, though it doesn't guarantee automatic admission to any specific country. Do not receive them. And I, for one, will be praying that these people don't even set a foot here. And the ones that are here, the ones that have been here for some time, let them be uprooted, let them be removed. These are enemies of the Most High. And anyone that is an enemy of the Most High should be our enemy as well.